guys, Kylofi here, and today I will be tacking Harley up to do some groundwork. I hope you enjoyed me playing my Columbia, and as soon as I finish tacking Harley up and getting the girth and the back cinch and the bridle on and adjusted correctly, I will begin to explain her groundwork. Also, when you're putting your bridle on your horse, you can pull down in the front corners of the bit, and if there are any wrinkles, it is too tight. And once there is wrinkleless but not too loose, you have it just right for your horse. So with groundwork, we do things in groups of 3 because for some reason horses memorize things easier when you do things in groups of 3. So we're going to go ahead and start with backing, and you're just going to shake your wrist until they take 3 steps back, and then you can rub them on the head. And now we're going to do a looking point where you just step out and they should move only their back feet. The leg closest to you should stay still. If that front leg does happen to step forward, you can get more in front of the shoulder, and then they will be less likely to try and get in your space and run you over. With the thumb exercise, you will just put your thumb into their side. It is okay if all 4 feet move on this one. Just put your thumb in, stay where you're at, let them move away, and you can add more pressure if they don't move off, but keep your feet in one place. For flexion, you can put your lead rope over your horse's neck, put your arm over the saddle, and you just want the front corner of their eye for 3 seconds, and then you can use your stirrup, and you want to go on, off with the back leg. 3 times it should cross with a little break in between, and then you want to try and get flexion again, hand over the saddle with the corner of their eye for 3 seconds after they stop moving. If they're just continuously walking, you can try and reach over the saddle and pet their neck so that they stop. And now we're going to do some backing over, so you're going to make them go back first, and then you can tap them at the shoulder to go over, and you can slowly increase the rate of which you tap your horse until he decides to step over. And then you can slowly decrease the rate you tap your horse until they understand what you're asking them to do. Now instead of using your thumb, you're going to use the stirrup, and you're going to go on, off with it, just like how you did on the other side, until you get her to cross her back feet 3 times with a small break in between each step. Here she bumped me, and it was kind of aggressive. I kind of thought she was going to bite me, so I just kind of back her off of me. For anyone who is wondering why I did that. You could also see her ears. Her ears were perked up, and then she pinned them at me before she did that. And now we can move on to backing over on the other side. Again, backing them up first, and then moving their hips over. For sending, you're going to walk them 1 lap, trot them 1 lap, and then go back down to a walk for 1 lap, so that they can kind of rest after that, so that they can have a little cool down or a break after that trotting lap. Again, doing this to both sides so that the horse, when you're riding him, doesn't favor one side over the other side. Most horses already automatically have a side that they favor more, so doing this to both sides can kind of help them get more confidence and have better balance, and just be better in general when you do it to both sides. It's switching different sides of their brain, so they're using a different thought process, but they're still using the thinking side of their brain. Most of the time, the horse will keep its inside ear pointed at you at all times, just so that it can kind of get the message you're trying to send to it, and it can respond quicker by doing that. Some horses will have less respect for that and may not do that. This next exercise is the twist, where you make them go between you and something else. Some horses are a little scared of this, and they aren't sure exactly what to do. So this kind of helps just build up their confidence a little bit with that, and especially helps with getting on the horse trailer. It's kind of like doing just a half circle of sending, and you want to try and keep it down at a walk so that when they do hop on the trailer, you don't want them running in and running you over. So you want to keep it down at a nice, easy, steady pace that you can control. Now I'm basically just going to ride her at a trot for a little while. But when she does come over to the fence and it doesn't look like she's cooperating, she actually is. I'm keeping her in a 3-track where only 2 feet, her 2 feet on the inside are aligned with each other, and her front right and her front back left will be in a different area, not behind the foot in front of it. So right here is where I'm kind of trying to get her to do that. And it's difficult for the horse because it's getting their balance. When you're starting with that, you do want to be up against a wall or a rail when you do that. So in the next scene, you're going to see me pulling Harley back and also moving her forward. I'm trying to get her to balance without moving a foot forward, but she doesn't do this, and she gets a little aggravated, so I just move out, and we can come back to practice on this later. And now a moment with me playing Old MacDonald on a kinda squeaky recorder. I'm sorry.